music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
This morning, we are taking a trip to the north. Up north, we have Yankari Game Reserve, which is a large wildlife park, and a former national park situated in the south central part of Bauchi State. And it is quite big. It covers an area of 2,244 square kilometers. If you've never been there before, you should. I have been there before, and I had an amazing time.
Wow!
Yes,
you've been there.
It was a school
excursion.
Yeah, we took a trip, a road trip, which I don't think we could have done at this time. But back then, we were able to travel from Lagos up north, and it was quite amazing.
Then obviously your trip was an old school trip.
Yes, it was. An
You've
old trip.
not been there lately.
We went through to Kogi, up to Abuja.
Did you see lions?
What?
Did you guys see the lions?
Did we see? No. So what had happened was days before we came, I think there was a lioness that had given birth or something. So they didn't want us to go to certain areas because they were just afraid that anything can happen. Lioness giving birth.
So you guys don't travel in cage trucks to
so that's what I'm saying. So they didn't allow us move around. That, it's like a safari trip.
Yeah, because I know some wildlife resorts would actually prefer people to move in trucks, but they will guard the trucks with bars. So if lions will come there, clamp, or they can't get in.
Okay, so but before, if you want to know how beautiful Nigeria is and how our culture is, you have to go through the road. You have to pass through our roads.
It's so beautiful.
Yes, from one state to another, you see how Nigeria is connected, how unified Nigeria is.
Yeah.
So I begin to wonder how, all of a sudden, because of banditries and all the shenanigans
chaotic situations
happen on the road, so people don't tend to go by road again.
Road trip is always fun.
Very, very sweet. Even the ones that you enter 9 hours, 16 hours.
But the people I feel for are the drivers. How do they cope?
Okay, so
driving long distance.
So it's something that they've learned over the years.
Oh my goodness.
Well, let's talk about the possibilities in case you find yourself going to Bauchi State somehow, somewhere, or you are interested in going there. Let's tell you what to expect. Well, Yankari Game Reserve is an important refuge for over 50 mammal species, including the African bush elephant, the olive baboon. Oh, my baboons were everywhere. And if you aren't careful, they will steal your wallet and run away.
They like food. They can beg.
You have some species of monkeys. You have the West African lion. You have the African buffalo, which we saw. We didn't see buffaloes. We did see water bucks as well.
But
we didn't see hippopotamuses. We didn't see any. And also, one thing that's also recognized, Yankari is recognized for, is having one of the largest populations of elephants in West Africa. As of 2005, it was estimated at more than 300.
I'm impressed.
Very impressive.
I'm impressed.
Well, if that's not your thing, there's something else that might catch your fancy, which we also enjoyed when we went there, and that is the warm springs. Now, due to the underground geothermal activity, Yankari Game Reserve features 4 warm water springs, which the famous one is the Wiki Spring. Now, it's derived from the local Duguri language, Wiki meaning where are you? And if you've heard of Wiki Tourist, they're a football team in Bauchi State. That's where they also got the name from, Wiki. Well, the Wiki Warm Spring is the largest spring, and it's about 13 meters wide and 1.9 meters deep. And I do know that some people say that they've bottled water from it to sell, which is very interesting. And the thing about spring is it's constantly cleaning itself because it's constantly flowing. So it's always clear and it's so beautiful. And when we went inside, I remember we would stay by the shallow part. So some of my friends are like, David, why are you standing there? Come inside and swim. Without asking me whether I could swim or not, they just threw me inside the water.
Hey.
Into the deep part. threw me inside.
That's like Daniel in the Lion's
As
Den.
you see, for the first few seconds, my entire life flashed right before my eyes. Like,
this
might
be
my
the
headline?
end.
Is this how my story ends?
It is my
so
last.
I started hearing from, it's just funny how the mind works. I started hearing people, the sound is so far away. She can't swim. She has not come out of the water. She just jumped inside the water and fished me out. I was like, I was just breathing and coughing, and it was just
who could have done
breathing
that?
heavily. It was just like, they were like, "Oh, sorry, we thought you were joking. We thought you could swim." I said, "Did they write it on someone's forehead?"
Maybe
you
don't brag for them now. Say,
I didn't brag. They just told me.
And
that,
I'm sure what you wore something that looked like a swimmer.
No, I look like a swimmer.
Cinderella.
Because I know you always like looking very special and sorted.
No,
maybe you put on something
was I
very.
supposed to wear a tracksuit beside the water?
No, you're supposed to wear like Cinderella.
Maybe if you had worn that, they would not have pushed you in. When they saw you, this lady looks sporty. She looks like a swimmer. Ipam.
Sorry, crazy, man.
I can imagine. Do Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I would not have been here.
No, we need to do Thanksgiving.
I recall I went to the beach once and one guy said, "See, as I go inside this beach, so Mona take. I know I be swim more. If I don't say my hand, they do like this. Mona call me."
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.